ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another top 10 video on my top 10 Marvel Legends letdowns of 2020. Try and get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Dorkside Toys is a store for you. Link below. And while you're down there, please show some love by hitting that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And I haven't done a worst Marvel Legends video of the year in a long time. If I have ever, I don't know. But there's so many Marvel Legends that came out this year. And I gotta just admit, you know, complaining about action figures is totally a first world problem. There's plenty of other things to complain about. You know, we're lucky to be able to do this and get involved in this kind of hobby. However, you know, complaining about this or that, you know, where things can be improved upon, I think is a good thing for the line. Anyway, these did not make the top 10 list, and I don't have that much of a problem with any of these, but I just wanted to show them off because they all kind of let me down in one way or another. The toughest one to include on this list was Thunderstrike. I really like that figure, however, it's just a bit weird. Same thing with the Vulture figure. I'm really happy to have that Vulture figure, but we had the running change thing, the lack of stripes throughout the whole body, and then we didn't get a Blackie head sculpt, which I thought was a missed opportunity. That new Beast head sculpt over there, I'm not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that Morbius look right there. Not my favorite. Yeah, Negasonic Teenage Warhead is meh. Yeah, you guys saw the reviews on these other ones, right? You know how I feel about them. So anyway, let's move on to my top 10 Marvel Legends letdowns of 2020. So at the number 10 spot, I'm giving it to Armored Daredevil, and this pick just goes to show how much this is my list of my top 10 Marvel Legends letdowns of the year and not yours, because I had a break with mine. Now I did pick up a second one and I'm very happy with that figure. However, at the time when I was playing with this figure, I was actually really enjoying it, and I haven't had too many breaks with my Hasbro Marvel Legends, and just unfortunately it happened with this one, and I was just very bummed out. I put him at the number 10 spot because for real, I really do like the figure a lot. However, yeah, I had some bad luck with this one and had a break early on, and ever since then it's kind of bothered me, and if not for that break, he could have possibly have made the top 10 best Marvel Legends of 2020. And at the number 9 spot, I'm giving it to Nimrod. And this figure was tricky to get a hold of, man. And the figure itself, I like the interchangeable parts. He does come with some pretty cool effects and everything. I'm very happy to have this character in action figure form. So, you know, I don't hate on this figure big time or anything. However, it's kind of a brick. Yeah, the articulation is weak. It's a hefty brick. Yeah, I can move the arms and legs around just a little bit, you know, cannot move the head at all. And it just kind of feels kind of like a clunky paperweight in some kind of way. But at the same time, I'm definitely happy to have him on the show. Oh, and those nasty ratchet joints in the elbows. Yeah, those are awful too. Can't stand that. And at the number 8 spot, I'm giving it to the Joe Fixit Build-A-Figure, and this will not be the first and only Gamerverse figure on this top 10 list. The colors got all wrong, so they got that kind of mixed up and everything with, I guess, the concept art that Hasbro had seen from the game and all that, and then the pinstripe, or the lack of pinstripes on the figure once again, that just really bothers me, and this figure is not displayed as you see it. No, I switched the hands out and the head out with another Grey Hulk figure, so I don't even have it displayed looking this way. He didn't even look like this in the game, so I definitely had to include this in the top 10 letdowns of 2020. And at the number 7 spot, I'm giving it to Black Tom. Ah, damn it, Black Tom, you let me down. This figure just looks weird. I don't know what it is. The reused parts with this guy just don't work. To me, they don't work anyway. You see a lot of parts reused from Shatterstar over here. I had some bad paint apps on the torso of mine. The face just looks a little bit flat somehow. So there's just a whole bunch of disappointing aspects to this figure. It would be nice if he had some effects with him and stuff. But, you know, I'm very happy to have a Black Tom in my collection. So another one I'm very happy to have on the shelf. Now that I finally have this character in action figure form, I've been a little let down. You had one job. Yeah, you had to paint the eyes. That was your one job, and you screwed it up. Whoever was in charge of painting eyes just missed it. Ah, dude, what? This figure actually looks pretty good. At first, I was thrown off by the color scheme. Someone had told me in the comment section, like, no, dude, those are actually very comic book accurate colors, and I went and checked again, and I was like, oh, okay, I can give that a pass. But as far as the eye paint goes on this figure, that just really bums me out. And there's this nice gradient of green around the eyes that looks really cool. It's just that those eyes are just super dilated. It's like, whoa, what did he take? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said it in the review that this is a hairy Green Goblin, right? Because, you know, the eyes and the, you know. And at number 5, I'm giving it to the Red Guardian figure. Again, the body's just a little bit too small from what it looked like we'd seen in the trailers. And then that head sculpt, I wish we'd really gotten a helmeted head sculpt to the point where I am just feeling super lucky that I have the helmeted head sculpt from Beltran Bros. It is awesome. So yeah, this figure just was released feeling very incomplete. Oh, plus I'm missing some paint on his star right there. And yeah, not a terrible figure, just wish he was larger, and I wish he came with a helmeted head sculpt. And at the number 4 spot, I'm giving it to the Avengers video game Gamerverse Iron Man figure, which, yeah, this figure just came out looking really cheap to me. I like the reused figures from this mold way more than I like this figure itself. The neck is just way too skinny. It just looks awkward. The barrel chest throws me off. You cannot straighten out the elbows. That frustrates me. The feet are weird. He's kind of hard to stand. Very frustrating figure. He got binned shortly after the review. And the number 3 spot, I'm giving it to the Avengers video game Gamerverse Outback Hulk. And this is one of those figures in a rare occurrence where the figure consecutively got worse over time with my experience, even after the review. See, at first I thought it was just a really goofy look, but you know, I was ignorant. I hadn't played the game yet, so I was reluctantly open-minded towards the design, and then played the game and really liked it a lot, except in the game he's green, and then the figure, it's gray. So that's one point that it lost for me. And then the other one is that you guys mentioned in the comment section, and I didn't notice this, that his right arm is larger than his left. What the hell is up with that? So yeah, the figure over time let me down more. And at the number 2 spot, I'm giving it to Thunderbird. This thing let me down so hard. I knew I wasn't really going to be too thrilled once I had gotten it in hand, but it just, the figure just disappointed me. I don't like the hands that he comes with. I don't like this body mold with this character, as I mentioned in the review. I wish he was much larger. I mean, this dude's supposed to be taking down Buffalo with his bare hands and throwing him to the ground and stuff, man. But nah, this, I don't know, this just looks too small for Thunderbird in my opinion. You have that whole thing with the tassels on the calves that falls super easily. Just the way this head sculpt looks with that neck, it just throws me off, and we really needed interchangeable hands with this figure too. It's just overall, I mean, the paint apps came out okay, and the head sculpt looks alright. It's just still, I was hoping so much more, especially since I've been waiting for a Marvel Legends Thunderbird since its existence. I mean, I've always wanted a Marvel Legends Thunderbird to go with a classic X-Men, so now we finally have it, and it let me down big time. Number 1 spot goes to the Vintage Collection Black Cat. Now, this figure is one that I knew right away I wasn't going to be happy with, okay? And that's, you know, another thing to say about this kind of thing, you know, like, you know what you're getting into before you buy most of these things, right? So, you know, this figure, I knew what they were selling, and I didn't like it when they were promoting it, and when I got it, I was actually hoping I would like it more, and I did not. I was actually even more disappointed than I was expecting to be, because I really picked it up mostly just for the new head sculpt. Well, I mean, it's a Jean Grey head sculpt, but, you know, new Black Cat head sculpt, but, you know, paint defect on the face. So yeah, god damn it, so the whole thing let me down even more than I was expecting it to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And again, this is my list. I don't expect anybody else's top 10 list to be like anyone else's. Like, they should not be the same. And this is just my own thing with the Daredevil figure right over there. It's kind of like that one high school dance I went to where I got sucker punched. Everybody else had fun at the dance, but I was the only one that got sucker punched. So there you go. That's me and my sucker punch right over there. I did get another one though, and I really do enjoy enjoy the figure a lot. So I don't really mean to bash the figure. It was just a letdown experience for me personally. And then everything else over here, of course, you know, it all applies, man. We have our own opinions, we have our own experiences and expectations, and our top 10s are all going to be different. But regardless of any of that, I hope you guys had fun watching the video. I don't know if I'm going to do any more top 10 videos for 2020. I was thinking about doing one on Transformers and then another one on Star Wars 6-inch Black series, but those don't really seem to generate a lot of traffic and show a lot of interest in the viewers. So let me know what you think of that if I end up deciding to do that. But anyway, again, hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for a new review style coming to this channel. So I hope you look forward to that, and I will catch you guys later. Peace. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.